No, I'm like a hero.
Yeah, it's my career.
It just makes me feel good when I'm being able to work hard.
We're Middle of the Res Road. We're your hosts, Morgan and Ricky.
We're here to share the success stories of people who took the opportunity to join the trades and how these opportunities can be achieved by anyone looking for success.
Hey everybody, and welcome to our very first episode of Middle of the Res Road. Ricky, how excited are you?
I'm super pumped, a little nervous, but I'm definitely excited to get it started.
Me too. Okay, so can we just take a second to acknowledge our beautiful opening music? Robert Durant came down to our studio to record a special song just for our podcast. So shout out to Robert.
Heyo.
So today we're here with LaShane and Katie, who both work for Precision Pipeline and have become close best friends through their journey of sobriety and now their career paths. So let's get started. To break the ice a little bit, can you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves? You have family? Where'd you grow up? Any hobbies you might have?
So my name is LaShane Oyat. I am from St. Croix Reservation. I grew up there. As I've gotten older, I didn't see myself doing this line of work. But all the doors just opened up for me right at the right time. And I had taken that training with Five Skies, which gave me the opportunity of starting the career in the union and trades. And that was not my plan as well. Like, I didn't plan on doing it. I just wanted more knowledge. Mm-hmm. Well, these doors just continue to open up, and I just stepped across the threshold and just went with it, like a year and a half later after the training. And yes, I have children. I have 4 children.
What brought you to the Fond du Lac area then? Do you have family here too?
To be honest, I just went through a treatment program there. This was 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I just stayed in the area.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So you're kind of freshly new to the area in the past 3 years?
I mean, I've been living there since. I used to come up and visit, and just go to Duluth. But I just feel like being close to the lake there is just home. Mm-hmm. As far as hobbies, my day starts out with prayer. And then, my hobbies are I go to meetings and stuff and spend time with friends and fellowship. That's what I do for hobbies.
Katie?
I'm Katie Bug. I am enrolled in Red Lake, and I grew up in the cities. I've always been more urban, growing up in the cities and stuff. And I just I moved up here 3 years ago. For hobbies, I like to do a lot of things. I go to meetings. I do a lot of work in the Sober Squad, beading.
I've been wanting to learn to bead.
Yeah.
I make earrings on the side, and I usually do leather, faux leather, but I really want to add beading to my earrings and stuff. It's so pretty. Mm-hmm. Did you make your lanyard?
No, my friend did.
Oh, that one's cute too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I have 2 kids. I don't know what else.
How long have you guys been sober then? Congrats on your sobriety.
I've been in recovery for 3 years. A little over 3 years.
I'm coming up on 33. I just hit 33 months.
Awesome.
Wow,
so
that's awesome.
A few more months in 3 years.
Awesome.
I've had a slip, but I picked myself up again. It's not the life I want, So that's why I said I've been in recovery for over 3 years, active recovery.
That's
wow,
amazing.
That's awesome.
What are some of your things you do for Sober Squad? What is Sober Squad?
It's kind of, I don't know, it's
Sober network.
Yeah, a big community of, with NA and AA, it's all really, really anonymous and stuff. And so Sober Squad, I feel is just being very loud with our recovery. You know what I mean? We're not ashamed of it.
Right, loud and proud.
Yes.
That
and we do a
fun
lot.
Sobriety.
Yeah, we do just little events, little gatherings, just sober fun stuff. And then we hold a talking circle every week over in Duluth. It's pretty cool.
Well, cool. Well, I mean, if it's cool with you guys, like once we like start like advertising and stuff, we'd love to share like those events too.
Okay.
Where our listeners, if you know, we never know wwho's struggling out there, might be want to reach out to them. And after listening to your stories, they're probably like, oh, I want to go hang out with Katie and LaShane.
Come on then.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Cool.
So, just to kind of get back to like jobs in construction, what did you guys do primarily?
Flagging. And like from what I've learned, you know, like flagging is like the most important job to keep everybody safe and like the traffic control. Just really got to pay attention to your traffic, and you get a lot of traffic, so it's just kind of like you really, really got to be focused on that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do the same thing too?
Yes and no. I mean, I'm a laborer, so like flagging is part of laboring.
Yep.
But I mean, I did also a few more things too, like working in the yard. And it was just like minor stuff, you know, like just a lot of stuff that a lot of other trades don't do.
Yeah.
So like picking up garbage, you know, stocking everything, you know, just little jobs like that.
How long have you guys been doing this kind of work?
I've been in the union for a year and a half.
I've been in it since 2021, coming up on a year.
And I know you said, LaShane, that you never saw you in this line of work. What made you just take the leap into it?
I just went where God, our Creator, was leading me to go, and I just went with it, and just trusting His plan for me rather than my own, because my own has always failed me. So I just went with His plan. But it's been a blessing just to experience this and to be a part of.
I'm so glad it worked out for you and you got all these opportunities. And what about you, Katie?
So I never imagined myself doing this, like getting dirty, nothing. Like I've always been like gotta, you know, keep clean hands, nails done and stuff like that. But I did the Five Skies training, and at first my intention was just I'm gonna be honest, and it was the little stipend. So
yeah, they give you.
So I was gonna go, you know, that was my intentions, and then like halfway through the training, I'm like, wow, this is amazing, like the opportunities, and it's kind of blew me away, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down. I'm gonna, you know, try this out, you know. And I did a lot of research in like different trades and stuff, and thinking about my future, I decided that laboring was one of my best options. So I just pursued that, and I love it.
Do you?
Yes, I love it. I like to be outside, so it's rewarding, like all around.
So you guys are a lot happier in this line of work, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, we continue to grow, you know.
Yeah.
Continue to learn and grow, and the line of work just creates more awareness and knowledge about how safe it really is and how much it really is needed.
You mean like as far as pipelines go and how much these industry projects are needed?
Yes.
That's a very good point. People don't really think about the energy demand, which
The demand is high.
Yeah.
You know, we use it for everything.
Every day.
Yeah. And like it really is safe. You know, a lot of people are fed false knowledge of it because they've never been, what's the word I'm looking for? Educated in that area, you know. They just go off of what they hear and like a group of people, you know, have to say about it or against it or whatever, you know.
Absolutely.
Rather than looking into it and finding out, you know, more information, like facts of it.
It could be cultural, and you could still support pipelines and
So
industry.
with that, like, when I first started, I started as a flagger, and we were clearing, getting ready for the right of way and stuff. And like every day, speaking of culture, you know, like every day I would go out there and I'd pray, you know, and I'd pray for all them trees and like everything. So I mean, like, I didn't feel bad. Like, a lot of people had things to say about what I was doing and who I was working for. So like I didn't feel bad about it, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I did my part as well.
Oh.
What do you what do you say to somebody, you know, when they're saying, "Oh, you're working for Precision or Enbridge or"?
Yeah, it's my career. It's a great career.
Good. Loud and proud.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really is a great career. It helps you to like all the things, you know, when you're younger, growing up, like you want this, you want that, but in this industry, you know, you get a very great pay scale, and it's a lot of work. Like, you really have to be committed, and there's a lot of sacrifices you have to make. But at the same time, like, we're moving forward in life, and we're able to meet all these little goals, you know, just the little ones, which are going to eventually be big goals, you know.
What does your typical work day look like?
My typical work day is like, so like my day starts off with prayer, starting my truck, getting ready for, you know, work, putting my work gear on early in the morning. Like, you get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock. Don't have really much time. Just get up, get ready, get to work.
Is your job site, is that where you go? Is it close to home at least?
Yeah, it's like a half an hour.
Have you ever been further than that?
No.
Oh, well, good.
And then just get to work, get in my work truck and head out to the right of way, fill out my paperwork, we do a JSA, job safety analysis, and get out there and get to work, you know, and give it your best.
So what do you guys do out? I know you said you do some work out at the yard, and you guys are flaggers. So like, what does a flagger technically do?
Traffic control. We have to stop traffic, and then let them go when it's safe. We have to make sure what vehicle was the last vehicle, so the other flagger knows what vehicle was the last vehicle, so then we can send the rest of the traffic the other way.
Is it like through radios?
Radios, company radios, which
Smoke
are
signals?
Smoke signals.
Smoke signals. Just give them a sign over there. No. some hand signals. No.
So what? This past year, like, we worked together, flagging, and it was like the best time of my life. Like, just being on side, and like, I was so happy and positive. Like, we were waving to everyone,
It was fun.
and it was that alone. Like, when people would wave back to us, it was happiness.
Yeah, we heard stories about you guys how positive and happy, and you guys
Yeah.
are. That's awesome.
Being a flagger, you're also placed on the front line. So how you present yourself and carry yourself, you know, like, you really are the face of the company, you know. So that was fun, just being able to be ourselves as well out there, and just continue to see all the good in the day, and just be grateful for where we was, which was, you know, we were happy.
So I would tell all the drivers and all the people that were working on like, hey man, I saved your life. I worked really hard today. You know, I was saving your life today. And they're like, what the heck? I'm like, well, you are right, you know, because you're that first person. So I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm like a hero.
We saw that there was FDL is putting on a flagger training it must be at the casino, I think it was. Would you recommend people going to that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Is that a lot of people
Well-
don't like, a lot of people in construction, they say like they don't like flagging and stuff like that, but man, I liked it. It's like how you like perceive your day, like how you set your day, your mindset. And it's a really great opportunity, you know, even just to get your foot in the door.
Yep. Yeah, we all have to start somewhere. I absolutely recommend it. I mean, safety, like on the job site, safety comes first. So therefore, they get a better understanding of the safety, and like more awareness, and educated on like the traffic control. Not only that, like equipment as well, because we're working around it all, you know. Which I remember like driving through construction zones before I had started in this industry, and it was like, I wasn't aware of how safe, you know, how much like a flagger or the signs and all that really is, like how important it really is. But now that I do know that, like,
Do you go the speed limit now?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Like, I respect that now, you know.
Yeah, same. I think I do too. I always like see like
Like when
people.
we're driving
yeah.
through Duluth or...
I gotta go 30 and a 55, but I totally get it now.
I was talking
Especially-
to my dad, and he was like telling me like, yeah, I had to go through this construction, and I was going, man, I like had to like, got into it with him, like yelled at him. I'm like, man, that could have been me out there, you know? Like, you better slow down. I don't know. It was pretty cool.
I know one of the things I got to do out there too was, it's really a Teamster's job, but it was amazing to be able to, I got to follow this pipe truck. And when I first started out there with what crew was it?
The stringing
Stringing
crew?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a stringing crew. And like, that's what we were doing, was I was traffic controlling for them, but right before I started with Katie, and it was where they were bringing the pipe in.
Oh, cool.
And then, like, I was riding with a Teamster that was telling me, you know, because I would ask him, like, what are you doing? Like, how come we're doing this and how come we're doing that? And what's the reasoning for, you know, whatever we were doing at, you know, but while he was taking us to the job site, and he would tell me what he was doing. It brought up my knowledge about that, you know, that area of it. And I followed one of the pipe trucks around for a little bit. And it was just really asking questions and taking that in, you know, and learning the safety of that procedure. And I got to utilize that skill that I learned from just asking questions and actually do that. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
So what are your guys' like highlights, like things you remember from working, like while you guys were flaggers over the summer during your construction season, I guess I would say?
I liked all the
I
work
liked it all.
consistent of working like pretty much every day, you know, all the hours. Like when I first got into that Five Skies training, you know, they said, oh, this job, you know, in these trades, you're gonna work a lot of hours. And I'm like, okay, you know, I didn't believe it until I actually got out there, and I was like, whoa. At first it was really overwhelming. Like, I'm like, how do they do this? But it got to the point where like I enjoy it, you know. Like I'm laid off right now, and it's been, at first it was like lovely. Like I'm like, yes, now I get to go do all these things, you know. I get to sleep in late, and it's like, yes, it was
Yeah,
like
right.
like heaven, you know what I mean? And then now like now I'm just like going freaking crazy. I'm like, I just want to get back to work. I just want those long hours and all the, you know what I mean? It just makes me feel good when I'm being able to work hard.
When did you get laid off?
I've been laid off for like going on about 5 months now.
Oh,
On the
okay.
21st.
Yes, it's been,
Ooh.
oh, I'm going crazy.
There's a lot of structure in that industry. There's like, you know, you have to get up at a certain time, you got to work till a certain time. And then you only get so much time, you know, once you get home to get things in order to prepare for the next day, you know.
How many hours would you guys say you put in, like, per day or per week?
It depends, like, on where I was working. Like, I started in Floodwood, and when I started out, it was like I would give it an hour to get there. I like to be early. So it would be like an hour to get there, and we were on 12-hour days. So, and then like an hour to get back. So it was pretty much like I'd get up, get ready, leave, get home, take a shower. I'd grab something to eat on the way home, and it was like doing the same thing for 7 days a week.
Wow.
But the time went by so fast, so it was all right.
It always goes by fast when you're having fun.
Oh yeah.
I have to say the highlights of it was just the whole job. Being a part of something bigger, you know, changing the face of cities, towns, and, you know, just being a part of that, you know, and to see, like, wow, we got to help build that, you know, or do that. And just enjoying the time. Because you can have a bad attitude, get up and have a bad attitude, which is just going to make your day a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just get up with a attitude of gratitude, it's going to make your day a whole lot easier.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, like, it changes your whole perception and just the way you carry yourself. And it was just fun to carry that message itself with other people as well, and just to see other people smile and enjoy their time, you know?
I enjoyed working with, like meeting all them people and working with them and getting to know them, because being at work for pretty much the whole week and all them hours, it was like family. They were family. It just makes me feel good when I'm being able to work hard.
So you both said you guys did the Five Skies training.
Yes.
Was that your first thing that kind of took you into this career? Like, was that your first step, and then you got a job after that?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I started that, you know, and it was, I believe they partnered with Enbridge. So when I started that, and basically I thought like, okay, as soon as I graduate, as soon as I finish this, I'm going to have a job right there, you know. And it took a while, you know, like I applied. I didn't have no experience whatsoever. I was brand new. So I'm like, I was starting to get discouraged. But then, you know, like 6 months later is when I got a call like, hey, do you want to go to work, you know? And then that's where it started. And it's just, it I like it.
The trainings that we took as well to get into the laborers union, them trainings are really fun and actually hands-on work. I mean, that's what it was just all hands-on work, teaching us, every little bit of what laborers do.
I'm such a hands-on learner too.
Yeah,
I
it
can't
was
like
fun.
sit and listen to someone talk. I'll get lost.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you could teach me you could sit here and give me all the paperwork on all of it, but I still don't have any hands-on training, so therefore, let's go out there and do it. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
What would you say to somebody kind of like in the position that you guys were, looking to kind of get into the trades?
Go for it. There's
Yeah.
actually been a few people that are working their trades right now, got into that Five Skies, and they're like, well, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, just go for it. You know what I mean? It's like the best thing that's happened in my life. There's things that the way I am now, working in the trades has helped me, like, tremendously. Like, I used to be this big scaredy cat, scared of everything. But now I'm like, oh, we're going to do this. It's going to be okay. And when the job is done, it's like, oh, wow, I did that. And it is okay. Like, man, I feel like a boss right now. But yeah, I would say go for it, man. You're never going to know unless you do it.
Right. And that paycheck, when you get that first paycheck.
Yeah.
Oh, then you're going to go harder.
Yeah, you'd be like, okay, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be able to meet all them goals that you've set for so many years. Like I've been able to meet, I want to say about half of my goals that I've had. Like I made this vision board a couple years back, and I want to say I got about a third of that vision board down within just a year.
Within a few months.
Like, as far as like credit, for instance, we both got out and we got our own places once we got into this job, and because we didn't have no credit at the time, we had to take what we could get. And this guy was willing to work with us, and we didn't have any credit or anything, criminal background, history, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And this guy worked with us and trusted us. Like, just we showed him, our check stubs and like told him where we work at, and he's like, okay, that's good enough. That's good enough information for. And we both have the same landlord, so we both were able to get a house. It was just a blessing to take that, to have that door open up for us and to be able to rent our own home, eventually buy a home. But I mean, building the credit, I never thought I would be able to build any credit to be able to pay all of my past arrears from when I was 16, my first charge ever. But I've been able to pay all of that stuff off in this time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So I just kind of wanted to go back to your goals, your goal board. What were some of the goals that you accomplished?
I want to say building the credit.
Getting your own place.
Getting my own place. So I've always worked through a program to help me get into a place, or they would pay so much of my rent. And the consistency of getting up and showing up for work every day, the structured environment, be able to rent my own place, buy my own car, pay for my insurance, just to get all of that stuff knocked out, and then to be able to repair and rebuild relationships with, for instance, my children, like my son, been able to reconnect with him and visit with him more and, spend time with him more.
I love that.
Yeah.
Good for
And
you.
it's all because I have finances, I mean, I have the means to do it, but now I have the income resource as well to do that, to be able to do that, to share that with him and inspire him to continue to walk a good path in his life,
Yeah, that's awesome. Just hearing how much a good paying job can just change your life around.
Would you guys say this career has kind of helped you keep your sobriety or sober, like keeping busy or being outside, or?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I enjoy the people, the networking on the job site as well, and how just a small conversation really connects. We can really connect, because when I was, I'm busy flagging, but I actually stop people and I actually talk to them, and like we get to connect, So it's just a blessing to be able to do that and just to have that structure in your life, because I never had so much structure in my life, but now I want it, so therefore I do it. And there's many rewards with it, just so much building your character up more.
I want to be more like LaShane.
You want to come to work with us?
Yeah, you guys are really fun.
Yeah. Speaking of going to work with you guys, how was the Five Skies training? I know you guys were talking about that earlier. Like, is the training easy?
It depends on how your mind. If you're going there just for the stipend, you might have a few bumps in the road there, but it's like what you want and how far you're gonna go to get it.
Yep.
So like in that training, they start off with I believe it's like mending broken hearts. So there's like like inner work you have to do.
Some healing.
Yeah, like trying to get over them barriers that keep you from holding a job. You know what I mean? Like,
They help you with that?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
So there's healing into that. You know, like the first week, I believe it is based on that, and then
Pretty much making amends with your past, you know?
How long is the training? You said first week.
yeah, because
5 weeks.
when I went
5
through it, it was
weeks?
like 5 weeks. I believe now they're down to like 4,
Okay.
but it's a really really good training, and they're having a class soon. So
Yeah.
Sign up.
yeah, show
Get
up.
that stipend. I don't know if they're still doing that, but they were when we went. We went to the training together.
Oh, you did? Is that how you guys...
Yeah, so I came back to Duluth after I got out of treatment and stuff.
You stayed in Duluth.
No, and then I went to I signed up. Like there's a lot of talk. A lot of my friends were like, first thing that they said was, you know, the stipend. They give you a stipend every week. They put you in a hotel room, and I'm like, oh wow. So like I said, my intentions were that stipend. Yeah. So free pop. So that was my intentions, and then so I got all that set up, and I think it was like the best thing that I did for myself.
Do you guys see yourself staying in this line of work?
Oh yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I love it. Like I said, I've been in the union a year and a half now, and I'm like pushing, like this is like the first time in my life that I ever thought about my future. You know what I mean? And I'm like thinking about like retirement stuff, you know, and it's like I really enjoy the job. I really enjoy being outside. It's pretty amazing.
Are the benefits pretty good for you guys too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have a good benefit package.
Do you get like pensions and stuff since you said retirement?
Oh, I'm working on that. I got
Yeah.
I got a credit, credit and a half there.
Yep.
Do you guys have any funny stories you guys can share with us about a day on the job or something that happened? Just to end on
It was all fun. To be honest, it was all fun. Like, there's a lot of funny times, but you really just gotta make fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoy what you're doing and make fun, and then it's all fun.
I don't know. Thanks for having us. So
No, thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's
I wish
hearing
you
your
guys.
guys' stories and
Yeah.
how it changed your life is awesome.
I know we wish you guys nothing but the best with your continued opportunities in the trades and in your personal life. And
well, let us know when you want to go to work.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll have fun.
All right. Well, this is Middle of the Res Road saying goodbye.
See you next time.
See you later.
We